My name is John Rebant. I live in Sabetha, Kansas with my wife, Margaret, and we attend the Sabetha Methodist Church. So I am currently a certified lay minister with the Global Methodist Church. In fact, I've recently taken the step into candidacy. So I'm in the process now in the ordination process. I'm currently enrolled at Wesley Biblical Seminary, taking the GMC course of study. And I think with all of that, I was approached about possibly nominating or judging my interest in being a delegate. And so Margaret and I talked it over, we prayed about it, and we feel like this is just an extension of what God's calling us to do. As far as special experiences, perspectives, so I spent my career in business management, mainly in engineering and manufacturing. But in those roles, my skill set as far as administration, problem solving, human resource, working with people, I have 45 years of experience that way. And at this point in my life, when most people are thinking about retirement, I feel a calling, as you can tell, with the path I'm on right now, to serve God and to serve the church. And this just seems like a natural extension of that. I've played a very active role in our church recently. I mean, over the past several years. Served on several committees, outreach and mission, education, worship. But I'm also the finance chair for our church. And so going through disaffiliation, I was on the front lines of that whole process. We voted to disaffiliate, and then we had to raise the money to pay for the disaffiliation. And through that, there have been some hard times. We've lost a few members. Of course, it didn't help coming right off COVID. But I think the experience of going through that process has been something that I can bring to the table. As a small church, what did we see? What did we feel? How are we recovering? I think those are all very pertinent to the discussion. But we did lose some members, but I also see an excitement about the new denomination, the directions that we're headed. So that really excites me. On the other hand, and again, with my career, I was fortunate enough to serve, the last company I worked for, we were international. And so I worked side by side by people from all around the world, different countries, different walks of life, but we shared a common goal. And I see the same thing here, doing the same thing, working. It's obviously it goes way beyond the borders of Sabetha, Kansas, and working with other people, with other cultures. But again, we're all here to lead others to Christ and to further God's kingdom. And that's just exciting to me. But I think I have a perspective from the small church, but also more of a global perspective as well. We knew that when we disaffiliated, we did not want to become an independent congregational church. We still wanted that connection. And we believed in what the GMC was doing, how they were establishing that. But to promote growth, I'd like to see more visibility of the church planting that's going on around the world. I thought about if we could develop a program where you could partner existing churches with a new church plant. It may be local or it may be around the world, and and maybe some of both. But so that local church can see what's happening within the denomination, can see the growth, can see the struggles, can be there to help, maybe financially, uh, always prayerfully, but to really develop that and have that visibility and have that buy-in from the local church that, hey, we're helping to start, we're supporting this church. You know, whether it's adopt a church or a sister church, however we'd want to do that. I see that as a way to support that small church plant, but also get a more global vision of where the church is going. I think what happened in Costa Rica with getting rid of the transitional from the name and from our doctrine and so forth, that was a big step. You know, that helped legitimize us as a new denomination. Expanding the bishop field to 8 bishops was a tremendous step in the right direction as well. Now, to build on that, I think what we really have to do is focus on where we're headed, not where we've been, not what we left, not where we've been. We need to focus on the future, not only for our own denomination, but also for the world around us, so that they don't just see us as people that got mad at the way things were going and went off on their own, that we really have a purpose, and that it's that purpose is based on scripture, it's based on the gospels, and it's based on Wesleyan tradition. And that, again, that we look forward and really present ourselves as a new denomination, a legitimate denomination, and that is on the move.